This is Robert Mardlacci, the Mindshare Learning Report, Canada's Learning and Technology e-magazine, and we're on the eve of hosting our 14th Canadian EdTech Summit this coming Thursday and Friday in Ottawa in partnership with the Ottawa Catholic School Board, Ottawa U, and Algonquin College. There's a postcard to prove it, and we now have an app. So we're super excited. I'm honored to have join me for Mindshare Learning Moment. I've got Lauren and Simran, our awesome co-op students who are here from the local high schools, Dufferin Peel, representing Dufferin Peel and the Peel school boards. You're from two of the top schools. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel pretty good.
Makes me feel like I should have an ego.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So it's very humbling to host this event at Ottawa's iconic facility, the Fairmont Chateau Laurier. We kick off Fireside Chat, and this is for you. It's all about enhancing and sharing, learning about what makes you learn better through technology. Talk to me a little bit about your experience here so far, Lauren, because she's got to leave soon to not be late for a prefect meeting. What's your experience been like? You've been a great support in helping us prepare. We got the lanyards over here. We're just gathering our stuff. She's got her Halloween. Do you want to show us your Halloween costume?
I don't know if anyone's gonna get it, but
So,
Leaf fan.
I'm
a Bears Leafs fan.
I'm not sure about that because we're already planning the parade. So I'm taking exception. So hopefully that isn't what we're going to see much of. Yes. So tell me about your experience so far as an awesome co-op student, your experience in gaining some digital skills and learning what we do here.
Yeah, I think I've got like a lot of good life skills for the future. It helps learning about marketing and how to advertise places properly. I also get a see what it's like being you. All the stress you have to deal with on a daily, you, Ivana, Hanan, all that stuff. It's very
You're hilarious.
Very stressful. But
they
also
don't seem stressed. We're only 2 days away. But so the technology used in schools, elementary is different from middle, is different from high school. We leveraged ChatGPT. We did a press release. We wanted to enhance the headline, and we did that. You've been very helpful in the social media messaging that you've been doing. What's your take on what's missing? Or is, if you can wave a magic wand, what's one thing that you would love to see different about your access to tools in your learning day?
I'd say we need better technology devices, because I know our school uses we have very good computers, but we also have very dated ones, which don't have access to all these new apps that help learn in the future and stuff. So we need, I think, more access to better technology, and also learn how to properly enhance and reinforce using AI systems instead of being shamed for it and used as cheating.
Well done. Or do you want to leave now?
No,
Okay, I was going to roll her away, but you can stick around for another minute or two. Okay, awesome. Over to you, Simran. What's your experience been like? Your teacher's in the background. He's awesome. It's so cool to have you guys here. We really love being surrounded with students because it raises the bar for us too, and that's why we're here. We want all students to do well in school and thrive in life, and you're getting some great skills. We're doing an evaluation. We did talk about social media and how 7 of us missed a spelling error that I caught, the boss caught. That was not good. I was not thrilled about it, but what's it been like so far, and what have you learned?
My experience has been good. It's definitely a big learning opportunity that I'm very thankful for, because it's learning a lot about the industry I want to go into, being business and business management. I think seeing how managers and a group works together, especially in this open of a setting, it really helps you get a perspective as to how it can be in the future when you want to go work. And I think I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and I think I've been enjoying my time at Mindshare so far. I'm excited to see what happens in the next couple months as well.
Awesome. So if you can wave a magic wand, what's the one thing that you would love to see a little different in the way of learning environments, in the way of access to tools?
I would definitely agree with Lauren that we do need a higher budget on technology and whatnot, because the Chromebooks, they can shut down or not work randomly. Like there was this one time they were doing a test, and for 30 minutes my Chromebook just wasn't working. So that was 30 minutes of my test time just gone because I had to use the Chromebook. Thankfully I finished it. Or then I think one thing that I'd really appreciate is if schools could trust kids a little bit more when using AI, because AI can really enhance what you're working on. And the fact that teachers will go through an AI checker, and if it's even like 0.01% has been used, or they detect that it's been used by AI, then they'll freak out. And
Right.
I think it's important to see it as an enhancing tool, especially with how the future is going, considering like we use it when we're working here. It's not like AI is just not going to exist when we get
Right.
into the workplace. Or
Well, it's well said. When the internet came along, or when I first got my Texas Instruments calculator, it was banned for math class. Imagine that. So this is, history repeats itself. This is no different from that. We're helping shape the policy and doing our homework and launching a new document on the future of AI in K-12. And I couldn't agree more. As an enhancer, we leverage it all on a daily basis, as we have when we were finishing up with our press release headline. And you leverage it for social media, messaging, which makes it very efficient, and it actually raises the bar in terms of your vocabulary. I know it's already enhanced mine. What do you think about that?
I definitely think it's been a big help to help me learn, to help me like helps creative ideas, because sometimes you're like blocked, especially when it comes to marketing. There's sometimes where you just can't you're like, there's like a creative block.
I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face
Yeah,
with that bag.
I'm gonna take it off. But
we have a lot of good laughs here at the Mindshare Workspace, but on a serious note,
yeah. So there's a lot of times where you just can't think, and I think if we leverage AI to a proper respectable extent, then I think it would be better to help us learn and create and have more ideas. And like you said, expand on vocabulary, expand on knowledge, etc.
talk to me about learning environments. When we have students come in here, they say, wow, this is a really cool space. It's super innovative.
It's because
movable
it's
furniture.
it's really open, because
Yeah.
we all work on just one big desk rather than individual ones all stationed randomly around. So it lets everybody branch off of each other's
Mhm.
ideas, compared to in school where we're all at separate desks and we all feel very isolated.
So what's holding us back? What's holding us back? It sounds like
Yes.
money's number one,
Yeah, that too.
as your teacher in the background
Organization of
agrees.
Organization, just the way that people have to now make this if one school does it, then all the schools are going to want to follow.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's just a matter
that-
of organization.
the,
and
the
planning.
equity piece, digital equity and equity in terms of access to the tools, it's a real challenge today. But I want to meet the person who came up with the industrial model of learning, those straight road
Some
desks,
genius
so
design.
efficient,
Let's have these rows of desks.
so not innovative and promoting creativity and collaboration, because you're kind of locked in your row, and it's very distracting. I know I was the one that sat at the back of the class as a class clown back in the day, and I had my share of visits to the office, but thank God that's not happening anymore. But with that, I want to thank you. Any final thoughts to share before I jet off to Ottawa later tomorrow to get set for the summit?
Lauren jets off to prefect meeting.
I wish you guys could join us, but thank you for helping us prepare for the summit. And those were great thoughts that you shared. There was a webinar I was just on recently. Digital Promise came out with Project Tomorrow, announced one of the findings was that students have a challenge with access to the internet.
Yeah.
It's not stable. That never happens in Peel or Dufferin Peel, does it?
Quite sometimes.
Yeah,
I think their
actually it
school,
does.
Your Wi-Fi at one time
Oh
it just
my
stops working.
I
Every
was
time,
kind
second
of-
period, the Wi-Fi just cuts out for everyone because everyone's trying to log in at the same time.
And
The
then
Wi-Fi, and it just
yeah.
stops working.
Yeah.
And then at our
It's
school,
awful.
the service everywhere is so bad that your phone changes to SOS mode, meaning that the only thing you can call is 911 if you
So
want.
what that tells me is EdTech companies need to be aware that it's not 100% access all the time. And I was going to ask you about your learning management system, but we'll save that for another day.
That's another podcast.
Online learning. That's another podcast in this series. Thank you so much for
No problem.
joining us here online on Twitter, and I'll be sharing this on LinkedIn as well. I think our delegates will be interested to hear this, we have an app. So the app is something that we did for the first time because we're trying to innovate, and I'm going to hold that up in a second. And it's not too late, by the way, to register for the summit if someone wanted to join us. Any thoughts?
I think it's great. Good idea.
And there's the
Love
app.
the app.
So
Yeah.
there's our app. Thanks to Hanan from our team for putting that together so quickly. So join us if you can for the 14th Canadian EdTech Leadership Summit in Ottawa beginning this Thursday. Thank you to Simran and Lauren for their support. Awesome. Enjoy Halloween. Be safe.
Yeah.
Get back to school, and we're going to get back to preparing for the summit here. And until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep the learning curve steep.